Karahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatawa, Brakatawa Shai. Got to give double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone that teaches truth, 100% truth, according to the Bible. Do a quick lesson today, or this early morning. And the title of this lesson is going to be called Kingdom to Come. So I just kind of wrote some things down. It actually happened early last morning when I put this lesson together. And because I had a few dreams and was thinking about, loved ones that's passed, friends that passed, and, us being set up in the kingdom of heaven. And so I just kind of wrote some things down because I didn't want to do the lesson right then, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget these things that came up. Totally intact. Imagine having totally intact families. No more affliction and infirmities. That reminds us daily that we look forward to the kingdom of heaven. Having your many wives in order, your concubines in order, being able to raise your child and showing them the righteous path to follow, not being raised in a society that is covered in wickedness that is contrary to the Bible, and a flood of wickedness, abominations, and constant barrage and attack on our kids. Having all your kids raised together underneath your tutelage without the interference of a wicked, corrupt government, but a righteous government, no longer having to bear to listen to lying and corrupt politicians that prey on our people's ignorance, only to be deceptive and plotting in their demise. And so I have a couple of precepts here. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruptible, and this mortal must put on immortality. It means we're going to be immortals. Verse 54. So when this corruptible shall be put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying as it is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Verse 55, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? So we're going to be immortals, man. We're not going to have, sickness, no more being sick, infirmities and things that we're dealing with. No more having your women being out of order. Right now, in this society, you have just have one wife if you can manage that, because our women right now have been raised up under this spirit of feminism, where women think she's greater than or better than the man. She has more right to overstep her boundaries of a wife and being over her man. So therefore, our women are out of order. You have a wicked government system that promotes the women to be able to be promiscuous, do what the hell she want to do. It promotes her being proud in spirit, and where she don't have to stay there and be with her man. But we're going to have these families together, man. That's why I visited in this dream. You're having all your kids together. You come together in one house, and celebrating, our high holy days, and watching your kids to the next generation of kids, man. And everybody being in order. Your kids being in order. Your women being in order. So let me read on. Not having to worry about someone breaking into your home, someone carjacking you, not worrying about someone getting your personal information or your password, being scammed, going out, getting drugged or shot, your kids not having to worry about your kids being kidnapped, being able to play outside of your home, with no worries. So I got a precept for that. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 8. And the sucking child shall play on a hole of an asp. It's talking about like a venomous snake. And the weaned child shall put his hand on a cockroach's den. Verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. And a calf and a young lion and a fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Waking up in the morning and not being okay, that's like it. And so, you go through that precept back there, we're not gonna have to worry about our kids, man. We're not gonna have to worry about somebody snatching them, somebody trying to corrupt them with immoral thoughts. We don't have to worry about them going out playing in wild beasts, attacking or killing our kids. These are things we're not going to have to worry about, man, when the kingdom comes. So that's why we look forward to it. Okay, waking up in the morning, not being a slave to a time clock that's run by corrupt officials that overtax you to death in a system that you never allowed to own anything. And you know how it is here in Babylon the Great, man. They tax you, almost 60% of your money. You get your paycheck, that's about a 30-40% tax. The banks, to hold your money, they're going to tax you there. You go to buy anything, they're going to tax another tax. Anything that you purchase, your home that you paid 30 years, 40 years of mortgage on, they're going to tax you on that and let you not pay your taxes. They come take your shit. Same thing with your vehicles, whatever it may be. So you never really own anything in a society. And then the way it is like a rat race, man. You work till you die, They want you to work from as early as you can until till your twilight years, where your body's no more good, your body's broke down. It's time for you to go into the grave, Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove the equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Okay, let me finish rest of what my thought that came into when I was woke up yesterday. Imagine food that is uncorrupted. Not living in the food desert where you got to go and find foods that's not food that has seed in it, food that's not bioengineered, food that's not tainted, air that's not saturated with deadly chemicals, a system designed to help you and your family to grow together instead of constantly being under threat of attack by the media machine and the corrupt government. Your body no longer under the chemical attack of our oppressors. Being able to have and eat naturally grown food that Yahweh had intended for us. Food that is in harmony with your body, that's designed to heal, versus bioengineered food that's designed to attack your endocrine system, that's constantly at war with your body. They don't come out right out and tell you that they're attacking you. They do it under deception of telling you that it's not bad for you, and then they leave you very few choices, man. And when you go to stores, this corrupted food is all over the place, man. The so-called food, it really kind of and most times leave you no choice but to buy. You just have to deal with it. That's why we have to pray over our food constantly. Animals being in harmony with you, not being under threat of attack. The earth being able to give her increase because she is governed correctly by the stewards under the Levitical laws as was intended. So we're going to govern this place, man. you know, under the land Sabbath, you work the land for 6 days, and 7 days you allow it to rest. We're not going to pollute our waterways and airways and all that. Everything's going to be done naturally according to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We want to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 67, verse 7, and read on down through 67, verse 6 and 7. Then shall the earth yield her increase, and Yahweh, even our own God, shall bless you. Yahweh shall bless you, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. So the earth is going to be able to put out the best tasting, the best nutritional food, that it was intended to do. Right now, the earth is under distress because the devils done worked it to death, man. They put all type of chemicals and all that shit into the earth. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed their young ones, shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 31. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice, and let men say among the nations, the Lord reigneth. First Chronicles chapter 16, verse 32 and 33. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof, let the fields rejoice, and all that is therein. Then shall the trees of the woods sing out at the presence of the Lord, because he cometh to judge the earth. So even the trees and the rocks and the whole earth, man, is going to rejoice, man, when the Lord comes back, because they're going to get relief. They're going to get rest, man, because right now they're under distress from being up under these heathens. These heathens being whipped into obedience to our Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, following correctly our laws, statutes, and commandments that are that's going to be instituted over the whole earth. So everybody's going to have to abide by our laws, man, our laws, statutes, and commandments. Our women being in subjection to her husband, her Lord, because we're going to be lords over our women again. Our women being true, all natural beauty on display, not corrupted by the witchcraft of makeup that you see today, painted on faces, hair hats, and dirty weaves. They're going to have perfect shapes. Our women having their full hair, that is her glory, not tatted up bodies, and are covered up correctly in the public space. Addressing you as her Lord, and not being in contention with you all the time, being a helpmate to her husband, raising your kids in the true order, not under the spirit of feminism ideology, knowing her place and teaching her daughters the correct way of womanhood. Your wives working together properly, managing your estate the way she is now managing the heathen's estate. So we know one thing about Eve, she'll go there and bust her ass and respect her white boss, show him all type of respect that which she should be showing her husband, putting in more energy on her job than what she should be putting in her homestead. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22, verse 23. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord, Yahweh. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be their own husbands in everything. Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, and to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall be not blasphemed. Having and being able to bring all your wives and children together and seeing reflection of you in your seeds, being able to set them up with wealth and the tools needed for development so they can manage your estate and to grow their own. No more health issues and having to see a physician that have been corrupted by a wicked government, man, that's run by wicked corporations. Physicians that are taught the true holistic healing and health care. So Revelations chapter 12, verse 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away the tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Just because we look forward to that rest, man. We're not constantly under attack, under stress, man, because right now, most Jakes, man, we have PTSD in this place, man. You constantly, have to be on alert all the time, in this society. You have to watch somebody coming out, running up on you, robbing you. You have to worry about somebody breaking in your house. You drive in your car, you worry about getting, you worry about the police getting behind you, whether they're going to pull you. You might be having a bad day when they pull you over. In this society, you know how it is, man, especially if you're a Jake and you're driving through certain communities, man. Most times, you're already the target. Having these heathens as an inheritance, because we're going to be having these heathens as an inheritance, knowing every waking morning that they are building our righteous kingdom, that will be filled with precious metals, rubies, having the gifts of being a God here on earth to these other nations, blessed with the ability to use 100% of your mind, spiritual gifts and abilities, all these things that we're gonna have, man, that we're gonna inherit in the kingdom of heaven. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Same as they had us in possession, we're gonna have them as possessions, man. So my sons come up, and they come of age or whatever, and he wants some slaves, I'm going to give him some slaves, as part of a gift. They're going to be part of the gifts to my sons, My wife's going to have she's going to have these heathen women working up under her, They're going to be catered to her. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. That was Psalms chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. Not having to be subjected to the lies and false deception of our not having to be being subjected to lies and false deception, being able to receive our homeland back, and every nation back in its appointed lands. No more false idols on this earth, man. Everyone worshiping the one and true living God, man, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries. I will bring you into your own land. Isaiah chapter 14 and 1. For the Lord Yahweh, because it's in all caps, will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. So the roles are going to be reversed. We're going to get them as slaves, man. We're going to have them. We're going to be auctioning off to other Israelites, you know. They're going to help build our kingdom. They're going to do the hard labor. We're going to sit back and we're going to get our rest, you know. Having Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh here with us all the time, no longer being ashamed of us, that we may bear witness to his magnificence, man. And all these other nations are going to worship our God, man. Instead of the way it is now, our people worshiping these other false gods. But that was just like a slight vision that I had, man, when what we look forward to. Because, you know, you go through the rat race here, and you see all the bullshit that's going on, and, you know, imagine what it's going to be like in a time to come, man. Lord will, very soon. So that's what we look forward to. So that's just a quick, you know, lesson. Hopefully it could be used for edification. And with that, I say all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. With that, say shalom.